All right, so this is a viewer submission, like many of the decks that we play here on stream. It is a Thresh Sejanni deck. So Thresh here, 3/6 Challenger for 5, levels up when it's seen 6 units die. This is one of the trickier champions to level up because notably it has to see those units die, so it has to be in play while all those things are dying. But its leveled effect is also very powerful. So 4/7 Challenger, the first time it attacks this game, summon another attacking champion from your deck or hand. So this is a way that you can get multiple of another champion into play. If we already have a Sejanni in play, Thresh can pull a second Sejanni out into play. Sejanni here, Overwhelmed Champion, good at pushing damage. 6 mana, 5/6 on play. Give an enemy Frostbite and Vulnerable this round. Levels when you've damaged the enemy Nexus 5 times. And then her leveled mode says, the first time you damage the enemy Nexus each round, Frostbite all enemies. So, this deck, one of the things that's kind of cute when I saw this is Stalking Wolf is a card that's always kind of struggled to be competitive and playable in Runeterra. It's a 3/2 Challenger for 2. Then when it comes into play, it summons a Snow Hare. So, it could technically eat the Snow Hare that you're giving them, but it gives your opponent an extra thing to kind of gum up the board a little bit. But this downside with the Snow Hare is technically an upside with Thresh, right? Like, it's a way to help level your Thresh up faster, which seems sweet. And the rest of this deck is just other cheap things that you don't mind having die to Thresh, as well as things like Glimpse Beyond to kill them. And then we've got tools like Phantom Prankster and Everglade Collector that also pay us off for things dying in addition to Thresh paying us off for things dying. One card I'm not sure on not including in this deck is Caretaker. Is a really nice way to get things dead. I feel like there's a chance Caretaker might be better than Phantom Prankster, because I'm not quite sure this deck's aggressive enough fully to leverage Prankster really well, and the 0-3 stat line's a little mediocre, but let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it feels before we make some changes. Amit, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Caretaker is very good with Thresh as well. It's also good with Cursed Keeper, so. Fiora Zed. Okay, so could be Zed as opposed to Shen would say to me that they're likely playing something a little bit more aggressively slanted. Kind of feel like I'm in for all of these. Glimpse is good against Fiora too. Yeah, Unspeakable Horror is another card that could potentially be good. It's possible that's better than Vile Feast. Vile Feast gives us a cheap blocker that we can throw away. But the upside of dealing direct damage with Horror is high, I agree. I would love to block a Valor.
I still see far and clear. In Avarosa's name.
They could be a standalone deck. Yeah, I can see that. Standalone's good with both Fiora and Zed. Arc Battle, welcome to the channel. Good morning. Sure. It's possible I'm supposed to play this out pre-combat to hook this. Yeah, I should have monthly giveaway pets, which is sweet. And if you want to enter in a chance to get a Dragon Guardian this month, just respond to my tweet here on Twitter with your favorite deck from my website.
Rivers shape the land and give it life.
We weren't expecting callers. Move with purpose. Look out for reavers.
Pretty solid blocks here for us. Getting to kill a River Shaper without it drawing anything is a pretty big hit, pretty big win for us. Yeah, Troll Chant's arguably Troll Chant's in the discussion for the best combat trick in the game for sure. Troll Chant, Pale Cascade, and Sharp Sight, I think, are all in contention for that title. They're all situationally better or worse in different spots.
Guard our homes.
I see every move.
They cannot strike what they cannot see. The advantage is mine.
Am I playing as Sejuani here? I feel like I might be just from a point of resource efficiency.
Carved from the savage cold.
Excuse me? Well. Do we go around that? 9, 10, 11, 12.
What delightful agony we shall inflict. Pledge yourself to the shadows.
Stalking Wolf kills Zoe efficiently, relatively efficiently, and it's 2 bodies for Thresh.
By my honor, you must die.
You must die.
It's playtime.
Strike for the balance.
I will cut you down. Try me. Face me, coward!
Can't block that one. Alright, deal. hook this last to try and kill them before they lifesteal. Oh yeah, definitely not beating Judgment. Super dead to that one. Rats. We tried. Alright, I mean, Thresh is leveled here. We have gas. Fair.
Without a sound. The advantage is mine. I have many faces.
Stalking Wolf to turn off standalone. That's a good thought.
That egg, did it move?
I want to leave a bench space open so I can Thresh here.
Attack! We survive!
I like the idea of horror over Vile Feast. I know the spider from Vile Feast could be useful, but yeah, so Johnny was leveling that turn. I get some caretakers in here too. Just kind of trim around the edges for him and see how this goes. See how they feel. Well, they weren't on Sparklefly Quaddle. The last opponent was playing Fiora Iona. Braum Soraka. I'm gonna look at all of these, looking for a way to pop Cursed Keeper. Caretaker would be a nice draw at this point. Lantern Scout, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
We weren't expecting callers.
Yeah, Doombee's just looking real awkward. This will draw us Sajani. Not sure how useful that is.
I've got this.
Ancient things trapped in the ice.
Destruction feeds my fire.
Okay, I mean, we get a 4-3 out of this, right? Sajani actually cares about you damaging the enemy nexus. Zenith Blade with Reaver here is scary. I kind of don't have good attacks, right?
Another day in paradise.
I make shepherding look easy.
Mercy of the Winter's Claw! I won't fail!
Flee now or burn!
Yeah, I'm gonna cut these Doombees. Doombees feels real awkward here. I want all these caretakers. Get an extra sentry. People talking about Crumble. Yeah, I have to decide how interactive do I want to be. Some Crumble's probably fine. Don't feel like we're that linear. We just had a little coup, Lantern Scout. Just a little baby coup. Hopefully they round up. Hopefully they round up the terrorists. Can I not spell? There we go. Words are hard. Words and typing are hard. Hopefully they round up the terrorists that took part and they're appropriately punished. I think I'm okay with all these.
That egg, did it move?
I've got your back!
That's kind of funny.
Fortune favors the bold.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
My steel is yours.
Kind of surprised they're attacking with this. They must have a ranger, huh? I think even if they have resolved to save her here, this kills it next turn, so I think this block is fine. They can also just have second misfortune. I think I'm just passing here.
Slow down, will you?
Nothing Nothing gets between me and my mark.
Hot damn is the boss. You best start running.
Okay, we get to level Thresh here nicely, which is great.
Time to get rowdy.
To get me out of here.
No!
All right, one more thing to die to level Thresh. Caretaker looking good here.
Show them what we're made of!
I guess they only have 1 mana left. What if we horror this before we attack? I kind of like that, so they have 1 less blocker.
Bow to no one.
Someone earlier mentioned potentially playing Tryndamere over this, and that honestly doesn't sound bad. If we're looking to, like, beat down and be a more aggressive Thresh deck, getting an 8/4 sounds kind of sweet. Like, that would have been a turn 6 Tryndamere into play. You can play Ender too. That's a neat thought. I don't hate that idea.
Here we go.
And, like, them killing Thresh is good for us, right? Because now I get to deploy second Thresh, which gets second Sejuani next turn.
What delightful agony we shall inflict.
My shield is yours.
Yes.
Stand and fight. You own what you take. We survive.
Yeah, Pirate Aggro is a good deck to climb the ladder with. Go hard in the new Legendary decks. I'm not sure what its matchups are like against those decks, Uber. So if you're looking for a data-driven answer, I don't really know is my answer to you. I could spell Tryndamere, that would help. I don't know that I want the full 3 Endure. Actually, Berg probably doesn't sound good if I'd rather this stay in my deck. And I think I want a couple of the... some Ravenous Butchers at the bottom. I got other good things to pair with that. Change the title to Frel Thresh.
Where are you?
Happy birthday, Jeff. They say your 30s are a good time to reinvent yourself, so I fully expect the next highlight video to start with, yo, it's Jay Hoogs coming at you with some fresh Zoe action. Get ready to smash that like button and ring that bell. God bless.
I'll spot him.
Thank you for the generous bits, Wellborn. Alright, well, that Vile Feast feels a little bad, but it does imply that we're not getting Avalanche next turn, so that's nice. Hey, T-Chen, thank you for the entire year of support. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for keeping me around.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
Yeah, it could maybe be Whale.
Warm hearts and hot soups.
Maybe I should play this out.
What's that noise?
Blur Guard, thanks for the follow, and Pseudo Pally, welcome back. Thanks for the 6 months. I'm gonna wait to play this till post Thresh, so that way Thresh can see these things die. I think I'm fine just burning a mana here and passing if they give me the offer. Insane Monkey, thanks for the third of year. Welcome back. I am super happy with the electoral vote certification. It's all I wanted for my birthday shit. Having extra toughness to protect Thresh is really valuable. I think in a lot of spots.
There you are.
They notably do not have Ruination mana here. Yeah, the way this deck is constructed, this is normally a bad, correct me if I'm wrong, but our opponent's deck is normally a bad matchup for the stock Endure list, right, Precipic? Or am I off base there? I'm at like 40%. Yeah, I think the kind of changes that we've made here almost assuredly push this matchup in a direction that's reasonable for us. Honestly, I think I'm gonna Caretaker to level Thresh here.
Fresh soil.
This also gets a bunch of deaths for the They Who Endure. next might be ambitious. Yeah, this block's probably bad. It's probably right to just, like, take the hit and then endure this turn. And, like, Tryndamere next turn. Who's you? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. They debating avalanching here. Okay, so we're definitely playing this next turn, right? Ah, or do I just Tryndamere? This is their Ruination turn? I think we Trynd.
Who would face me? You're in your boots. You're in my kingdom now. Live to fight.
I think I actually hooked the Ice Pillar here. Because of Ruination. Because if they get to block here, they can ruinate and clean the board out. I don't want them to be able to clear Tryndamere with Ruination. This attack is probably wrong if I'm expecting Ruination. So we get to endure on their turn and then open attacks with Battle Fury the next turn, which is great. Yeah, I agree, Journey. We weren't killing them on this attack regardless, so guaranteeing they can't kill Trundle and then Ruinate, or Tryndamere and then Ruinate sounds great. Hey, Coke. Thanks for the very generous sub gifts. Good morning. This is actually a fine pickup because it gives us kind of a soft pass here, which is great. Alright, so we're dead to Atrocity.
Smashing. How about that? This is gonna be fun. You don't stand a chance. King.
Ben in, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I mean, if they don't have Atrocity, they're dead. Which means we're about to get Atrocity for those that are new to the channel. Gosh, that's so close to being enough. Missed it by this much.
Not the best you got. Not just flesh, rage incarnate.
Real poop. That'll do, pig. Now we're gonna die to overwhelm on this, the backswing.
I'll never yield.
Even on the bird, it's not enough, right? It's only 6 toughness into 11 overwhelm. Lunatic, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
Next time I'll use my good sword hand.
Let's do that. Let's do that all the time. I'll be right back. I need to run to the restroom again. Sorry. Hopefully the back of my tongue stops bleeding soon. I cut it on my new retainer. Tastes real bad. RDL, thanks for the follow. And Yumba, welcome, welcome. Alright, so Endure I don't think we ever keep in the opener. Rest of these seem fine. Yeah, I've cut it on the Invisalign trees before. It should hopefully be fine by tonight. You don't have a blood spit cup next to your desk? I do not.
Nothing escapes my watch.
Dear opponent, please don't Rangers resolve me. No, opponent, that's the thing I asked you not to do. It was my one request. I guess that's technically a chain vest, huh? Yeah, that was the monkey paw responding to my request for sure.
Demacian needs heroes.
before the screams.
Just like hunting thresher geese.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this to keep Thresh pulled up high. This also means they won't want to attack in with Quinn here. Seriously?
Prepare for combat.
Dang it, Bobby.
Still heart, steady aim.
That actually seems good for us, right? So I get to go hapless into caretaker here. You can always find our current rank by typing !rank in chat. Got him. Every time. Shout out to all the regulars for not spoiling the rank command. I appreciate you.
Slow down, will you?
For reference, we're somewhere in Plat. We usually end up in Diamond. This isn't a try-hard stream. A lot of the decks we play here are viewer submissions. We largely play games for fun. So, we're not a rank/record obsessed stream.
You covered.
Achilles? Where are you?
My hope is that if Reddit didn't cancel me, that Riot will ask me back to do coverage for their future seasonal tournaments again. The last event went fairly well.
My steel is yours.
Other than that, even if they don't ask me back, I don't really intend to try hard and rank up. I plan to try and collect Prime Glories from the non-singleton weeks, but like I said, I mostly play games for fun. Why would Reddit cancel me? It's a meme. Someone was very upset that they got timed out for 10 minutes yesterday. And they went and wrote 6 scathing paragraphs on Reddit about how upset they were that their rights had been violated and they weren't allowed to post in my Twitch chat. That was sweet. We got to drop Thresh leveled, play Tryndamere, pull a second Tryndamere out. That felt very reasonable. The mods on the subreddit locked the thread, but it is still up. A lot of people have, listen, if people really upset with who I am, if the worst thing they can say about me is I timed someone out in Twitch chat, I'm probably a pretty good person, so. The 23rd Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantees the right to speak in any and all stream channels featuring Jeff Hoagland. You'll probably get sued now. I did finish FF7R. It was really good. Looking forward to the second part.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
I think my favorite bit of mental gymnastics people who dislike me would do is the comment that would claim I blocked everyone in the Magic community. And it's like, how do you justify making that statement in your mind while also accounting for the fact that I was one of the largest people streaming Magic the Gathering when I left? It's like, well, if I had actually blocked everyone, I probably wouldn't be one of their larger creators, right? It's just not how, that's not logically consistent.
What's that noise?
I think we play this pre-combat here. I guess if I play this pre-combat, they could play out Trundle, but I think I'm pretty okay with that.
We weren't expecting callers.
One of the other things that I always found amusing about the human psyche is when people get upset that I block them on Twitter. It's like, people that get blocked on Twitter, at least I had the decency to tell you that I wasn't reading your stuff anymore. I wonder how upset people that get mad about being blocked on Twitter would be if they knew the laundry list of personalities that have them muted or ignored their tweets at them. Because I'm sure they tweet at other personalities too and just don't get responses back. The other personalities just don't do them the decency of letting them know they don't want to read the messages. I do my best when I use Twitter and other social media to like interact with people who interact with me. So if people are tweeting silly things at me, I get rid of them to clear out the filter through some of the noise a little bit. I think I put it my DC. That's unfortunate. Wanted to see this matchup again. It felt really close last time. Oh, we're back. No, don't avalanche me yet. All right, sure, deal. I want to get Thresh down before I do that. Maybe I'm supposed to do this. I'm gonna hold on to this for now. Not a lot has died yet, but that's going to change here over the next couple bit. They technically have Ruination mana here, I suppose. I'm supposed to take this pass and open attacks, right? This is a Ruination pass. Yeah, Dagger. A lot of people, and that's the same kind of idea when people get upset that they got timed out. They got timed out in chat. A lot of people think that they're entitled to my time. And it's just like, well, you're really not. I could get Feel the Rush next turn. If they ruinate me now, I just get to drop an Endure that's big, which sounds great. Yeah, and a lot of it is just like random exaggeration, Moon Boots. Like one of the people in that thread complained I'm mean to people and dogpile people on Facebook. I haven't had an active Facebook profile in almost 2 years, 3 years. I'd have to look back and see when I deactivated it. It's been a while. Yes, Ruination kills everything. It does not. The Trundle doesn't have Overwhelm here, so we might be okay.
It won't happen again.
We're not dead to Atrocity next turn, at least. Yeah, Conqueror. If I'm not allowed to, if I don't like something, nobody should like it. Mindset is strong.
Live to fight.
Thanks for the birthday bits, my love.
Look out for Reavers. Find the signal.
Trust me, Nuclear Mooncat, when I say that that thread is super tame and not a big deal. As someone who's been doing this for over half a decade now, super tame. Nah, I want more things to die for Thresh. Okay. Huh? So do we start with Crumble here? I think we start with Crumble. Because this would level Thresh. Yeah, Crumble means Trend is gone if they ruinate, which is nice. Well, if they don't have a way to kill Thresh here, we just kill them when Thresh pulls a Trend out of our deck and we attack, right? Hey, I agree with that. We're locking this thread because it's dogpiling someone, but we're gonna leave up all the comments that are doing the dogpiling is a really weird look from the mods on that subreddit. Thanks, Mooncat. And I mean, honestly, like the only reason I didn't send the mods there a message was because like any publicity is good publicity for the most part. A bunch more people now know my name who didn't know my name before, and folks like Nuclear Mooncat will come in out of morbid curiosity and then see what I do and see that I'm good at what I do and then stick around. All right, so I think we're drawing here in response. If they have a second Feel the Rush, they can't play it next turn, which is nice. And I've got 2 Endures that are going to be huge now. And a Tryndamere. Okay, I feel like we're in an okay spot here. I think these are 12 and 11 and 12. Even if they like have a follow-up Tryndamere here, like my Endure is bigger.
Can see the Debastian border from here.
Thanks, Dagger. Good to have you here. Yeah, Butcher Tryndamere works how you expect it to work. Maybe I should have waited to play this out until after they Ice Pillared. Maybe I should have played this first. Because if they have Trynd plus Atrocity here, that's bad for me. I think my sequencing here on these was wrong. I should have led on this because they had the pillar in hand. The purple hook means this is vulnerable. The ice pillar made it vulnerable. It means anything can force it to block. So, like, they could attack with the hair and make it block. All right, no payoff here is great for us.
This'll take the chill off.
I definitely agree, Hobbit, that the last... Gosh, honestly, probably close to a year that I was making Magic content. My Magic content was definitely had a hostile edge to it because I was pretty unhappy with Magic and Wizards of the Coast. Hey, Belgium. Thanks for the tip. I'll be happy to get that deck added to the queue. We just take the trade.
Alert the village.
If I'm being honest, of all the things Wizard of the Coast had done, the Walking Dead thing was the thing I cared about the least. I don't even think that was really a big deal. If I'm being blunt. All right, do we second Endure or do we Tryndamere? Second Endure is much better against Field Rush. Worse against Ruination.
I smell a fight.
We play around Ruination because they've already felt the rush once. They've already played Ruination 2. Yeah, the 2 to 3, they don't always play 3 Ruination. Maybe I'm not supposed to play around the second one. I mean, we don't even guaranteed lose to Feel the Rush though, right? Because their Trundle still isn't leveled. Got a lot of cards, a lot of choices here. We just do this to start. Knock them to 11. And Trundle's pretty okay where he's ended up at. Well, we're gonna be dead to atrocity. Stop me if you've heard this story before.
You don't stand a chance. Not just flesh, rage incarnate.
They could be afraid of a frostbite here, but we don't have those. And like, if they have atrocity, they definitely have to make us have it here. Oh. Yeah, that'll also do it. Can you put it? Huh. Maybe I'm supposed to play around that. I could have played around that by holding the Battle Fury. If I hold the Battle Fury and Battle Fury my Endure, we don't die to that there. I wasn't thinking about them having Battle Fury like we did. Good thought. I don't think we ever keep Endure in the opener. Butcher Cursed Keeper sounds fine to start, even if we are attacking on odds.
What does he want from me?
There's a chill in the air. This is mercy. Filthy creatures.
What you call my pig man filthy?
That egg.
It's rude, Lucian. Okay. Pretty solid attack here with them taking this turn off to Stick Plaza. We'll see if it's going to be enough to drag us over the finish line long term. Lucian's very scary with Plaza and the other cards that are in their deck. Lauding, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Mr. Oni, thank you for the year and a half. Good morning. And good afternoon, whatever time of day it is.
Oh, that was not. It's my time.
So I think we go ahead and glimpse this, so that way their Lucian doesn't level here inside of combat. Lets us take a whole lot less damage here. It'll still level at end of turn when this dies, but that's fine.
We're gonna need more coffins.
This deck's felt passable, Salix. Hesitant to say good. If they have a thing that makes ephemeral units here, it's probably going to be pretty bad for us. What is in their hand? What on God's green earth is in their hand? Well, was not. It must just be like plazas and sharp sights, huh? A bunch of Hecarim? Yeah, I guess they were only on 5. It could be Hecarim. All right, let's do one more with this. I'm sorry, I gotta rinse my mouth out again really quick. I apologize. Make a terrible vampire, chat. The taste of blood just does not do it for me. Ugh. The Bowfinger, thanks for the follow. Welcome. My favorite champion is Zoe. She's wonderful. Blighted Caretaker on evens is a little bit sad. Troll Chance not particularly good here. I think I keep the rest of these though. It's a decent 2-drop. My favorite non-champion, probably Zap Spray Fin. Like that card's really sweet and the art's really cute.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
If we don't draw anything meaningful, we'll probably just be banking spell mana next turn. Slow start for what's likely the fearsome aggro deck here. Right, and Troll Chance a decent pickup. It gives us something to do with this mana, this spell mana down the line. I'm gonna kill the slightly bigger one there. It means we push less damage, but it means I get to draw a card. And like hitting a fearsome blocker here has a lot of value. If they don't open attacks, we'll get to deploy Thresh, which will be really good for us. That's terrifying. They likely to be splashing Targon for. Usually Pale Cascade is the only Targon card in their deck. They play the Allegiance card here, so usually they only have like 3 or 4 Targon cards at most. They run Hush Knot usually. All engagement on YouTube as a platform is helpful to creators. So liking videos, leaving comments, watching them, all of that makes the videos more favorable to the almighty YouTube algorithm. All of the games I've done fuller playthroughs of Mikabo are on, there's a variety playlist tab. If you look under videos.
The egg, did it move?
Did it move?
The miracle of life.
You mean I'm actually supposed to smash that sub button, like, and comment? I mean, YouTubers are programmed to say that because it does help their content. Whale poop. You said seems pretty sweet. Yeah, I think the latest card drop is easily the best card drop Runeterra has had.
But they're saplings! Please, I have connections!
So we're dead to the Pale Cascade we know they have here. Because they missed on the Alliance. So, I feel like from the perspective of kind of being a turbo-ish Thresh deck and leveling Thresh up quickly consistently, this deck did get to do that. That being said, I'm not really sure what we were trying to accomplish here was objectively powerful enough. The Endure Tryndamere top end was neat, but I'm not really sure that, like, this top end in this shell is better than the other shells that are doing this. I do think, at a minimum, the swap to Tryndamere from Sejanni in the original submission makes sense just from the beatdown perspective. The deck was not very good at leveling or triggering Sejanni originally. Atrocity might help, I guess, but, like, I don't really know that I look back at those games that we lost and think through and see games that we would have otherwise won but didn't, that Atrocity would have allowed us to pull out. So I don't really know from that perspective that I like that addition, because I don't know that it was really solving matches that we were losing anyways. I mean, what you just described is a different deck, Pipe 3 so, like, I don't really know what, like, it sounds like you just want to play Hecarim Lucian, which is fine. Hecarim Lucian's very good. It's got that same kind of core, Glimpse Beyond, our Cursed Keeper, Blighted Caretaker, etc. Man, I hate to do this, because I like to be consistent with my schedule and stuff, but I think I'm actually going to sign off for the day. My tongue really hurts from being cut on my Invisalign tray, and talking is definitely hurting it more, moving my mouth constantly. So I think I'm going to sign off and be back tomorrow after doing the one deck. So if you're new, thanks for dropping in. You can check out, I have a couple of YouTube channels here with a bunch of content on them. I have one that is a highlight video every single day of the week, and another one that archives absolutely everything that I stream. I've had this happen before when I put new trays in, and hopefully it'll be better. It'll be better by tonight, and almost assuredly by tomorrow, I think. Sleeping on it should help, but yeah, it's definitely, it hurts a lot. So I'm gonna take the afternoon off.